The Democrats are trying to cancel Thanksgiving to the surprise of no one. Lori Lightfoot, along with Andrew Cuomo, are both trying to get rid of everything, cancel all the events, cancel all family gatherings. Lori Lightfoot on Twitter puts in the place on November 16th at 6 a.m. an advisory for all Chicagoans. Stay home unless for essential reasons. Stop having guests over, including family members you do not live with. Avoid non-essential travel and cancel traditional Thanksgiving plans. It's crazy how the places that have the worst death tolls and case numbers are the ones that are being the most strict with lockdowns and trying to cancel these holidays. It's absolutely ridiculous that they think, hey, you can only have this many people. Cuomo said you can't have more than 10 people in your home. The hypocrisy is ridiculous. What science? Like, this is the party of science. Lori Lightfoot, if you recall, just put up a video recently, like saying science is back in the White House, baby, and all this stupid stuff, right? What science says people are having a gathering with more than 10 people all of a sudden is going to cause everybody to get coronavirus? But if you have 9, you're fine. It's whatever they choose. I put out a Parler post about this about a week ago where I said, look, is Cuomo going to start paying the mortgages of people, since apparently he's going to start talking about who you can and can't have in your home? It doesn't make any sense to do this. You can't mandate stuff like this and think that it's going to be effective whatsoever. This is the future if Biden gets elected. This is the craziness that they're trying to do and trying to push down on everybody in a certain state. And if it was their wish, everybody in the entire country would do it. They don't want you to do anything. The problem is that this is becoming less of a scientific thing, because it's not. I mean, clearly, there's no science showing the certain amount of people and this and that and the other. But this is becoming not even so much of a political problem as it is really an ethical issue. Most people that are gathering for Thanksgiving haven't seen their family members in months. Maybe since last year, maybe since this whole thing started. And here you are telling them, nope, not even now. Guess what? Christmas is next. This isn't going to end. Where do you stop this from happening? Once again, people for some reason think that conservatives are against these lockdowns and against masks and all these things like that because we just don't care about the virus. When in reality, we all know we're going to get it at some point. And it's turning into just such a massive societal issue. Suicides are up. Depression is higher than ever before. And it's all because of the fact that people can't even see their own family members. And here you go, not even caring about that. Stupid policy like this is what is causing all of these issues in our country right now. Something has to be done to make sure that people have the right and the ability to do as they please. If you're that worried about it, you're free to stay at home. And if you're not worried about it, you're free to go and have Thanksgiving with your family members. I know I am. Granted, I am in Florida, but I'm going to be having Thanksgiving with my family just the way that we normally would have had it as well. The people that are worried about it, they don't have to be there. No one's forcing them to be there. But for everyone else, we're going to go ahead and continue with our daily lives because that's what this is all about. That's what being in America means. The countries with the worst lockdowns have the worst cases and case tolls and death tolls. Like that's just the way that it is. It doesn't work. All it does is delay. Many countries that have locked down early, harder than we did, have now that they've started to open up, are experiencing a second wave, which is really just the first wave because you can't hide from it. It's going to hit everybody, most likely in their lifetime at some point. This isn't going away. We all know that. But yet, you can't have Thanksgiving. You can't do Christmas. You can't celebrate your birthday. You can't celebrate New Year's. Don't go here. Don't go to that event. Don't go to that restaurant. This is getting ridiculous. And this is what Biden wants for every state in the United States. all of us to be locked down and unable to see our own family members because he thinks it's the best thing to do, because they're following the signs. I don't see anything in here. This is just about control. And you see this in the tweet because it's, don't do this. Cancel all traditional Thanksgiving plans. I guess we're doing Zoom meetings on Thanksgiving, folks. That's fun. I'm tired of all of these things going down, and they are doing everything that they can to control what you do, how you celebrate, who you see. If they can get away with this, how many more things can they get away with that are scientific? They just saying it doesn't make it scientific. Yet this is the way that they're going to go about doing this. But like I said, for me, my family, we're celebrating Thanksgiving together, and hopefully none of these crazy policies like this that are 100% about control wind up being applied to the entire United States. It doesn't make sense. And I hope people start realizing this. And you know what's crazier is that people like her, people in Chicago, still voting Democrat. There was an article that came out, I forget who it was a feminist that said, if I had known Biden was for the lockdowns, I wouldn't have voted for him. And I put out a post on Parler about this as well. These people are no longer just uninformed voters. They don't just lack information because it just wasn't out there. What it is that they're entirely ignorant to it. They don't want to know the truth. They don't care to know the truth. And here they are voting for these people. But do they realize who's doing it? Do they even know who's behind it? I hope that people wake up. I hope that they would before this election. Clearly, in many areas they haven't, some they have. But hopefully we don't have to see this being applied to the United States through Biden or anyone else. But we'll see what happens. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.